What's going on, chat? Happy Monday, BTL episode 430 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Javon, presented by Pickett Sports. If you guys aren't tracking your bets on Pickett, what are you waiting for? Start tracking. It locks everything in automatically. You don't have to do any work, okay? It just plugs your plays in right there. Bada bing, bada boom. You link your books, and your plays are in there. Zero work, zero effort. Pickett does it all for you. Please go check it out. Use promo code Javon. And download Pickett Sports. It's free to use, not a book. You track your bets. All right? W's. We got sub bangs galore coming in hot today. Javon, how we doing? How we feeling on this Monday afternoon? Oh, goats are muted. That's okay, though. We got Lembong giving out a subby. We got 19 Jedris coming in. The Mount got snubbed. You're goddamn right they did, Jedris.
Mount snubbed.
Goddamn right they did.
Crazy. W sub bangs, though. W subs.
They got snubbed. What can you say? What can you say? We got Hoove TV coming in, resubbing as well. Illinois to the Final Four, I bet. 21 months, W Hoove. We got Holy Howitzers coming in. Need March Madness locks. Well, Holy Howitzers, we got them. Don't you worry, my man. We've got you covered. St. John's got snubbed. Yeah, they did. They did. Anybody else mad they put UVA in that puppy? I'm pretty pissed. And they'll probably win a couple games, too, because that's how UVA rolls. Oh, gross. Yep. Guys, we've got March Madness in T-minus 3 days. Right? Thursday, this time, there will be games already tipped off. We'll be live. We got first 4 games, I believe, tomorrow and Wednesday as well. We're here. All right? Guys, March is here. Once the brackets drop, everything happens so fast. All right? So take a breath. It's going to be okay. But they release those brackets, and next thing you know, you got 3 days to lock that puppy in. Fuck March, I bet. I bet. When is the pod dropping? The pod is dropping tonight. Pod is dropping tonight. All right? Going over everything you could possibly need for the March Madness brackets. All right, we're talking players, we're talking teams, we're talking bets, we're talking regions. Everything you could possibly need is going to be in that podcast. A little bit over an hour. All right, dropping later today. Stay pissed. All right, guys, stay pissed. MLB starts on Wednesday. People forget. People forget. We're going to talk about that too. All right, for now, let's recap the squad rides, which was cake from yesterday. Disgusting. Or Friday, apologies. Providence can't make it up. They did not cover. Their journey ended on Friday. God, man.
Yeah, it's a Moose squad over there. They can have fun against Boston College and the NIT.
Moose. Maybe they'll get to play my Hokies, right? Who knows? We'll probably lose in the first round of Richmond, but if they're still alive, maybe they'll face off against Providence. I don't know. We're done with this team. All right, get them off the screen. Let's look at the Sharp Report recap because you can't make it up. We hit every other bet pretty much. Both went 4-1. I mean, Javon, my only loser was Providence. Can't make it up. Chat, we picked the wrong winner. We picked the wrong winner. It is what it is. Devin Carter did his job. Wisconsin, St. John's, A&M. God, the Aggies finished the season so well. Javon, besides Baylor, you sweet. Great job on Friday. We take it. I know the squad ride was pissed. I know that matters the most, but we will bounce back today with a squad ride W on this limited new shit slate. We don't have a choice.
Yeah, it's the goal.
We don't have a choice. You know? We got Zach, 51, coming in resubbing for 20 months. Let's fucking go, Zach. W's. Guys, I'm going to say it one more time. All right? Get us to 5K subbies on the YouTube. Will you? Please. All right? Get us to 5K before this weekend, and I'll do a 24-hour stream. All right? Do your jobs. It takes 4 seconds. We'll drop the link right here. WCals, WMods. It takes 3 seconds to subscribe. And there's no ads over there on the YouTube if you want to watch it live right now over there. And then come back over to the Twitch for these squad ride votes. It's that simple. All right, guys, go subscribe. Do me a favor. It takes 3 seconds. It takes 3 seconds. All right. Javon, great work, though, on Friday with the plays. You know, close but no cigar with the squad ride. Hate to see it, but we move. All right?
Yeah.
Dubs, king of the boards. Let's take a peep at that puppy. Wow, would you look at that? Another win. Can't make it up. I mean, I should be putting $1,000 units on these plays.
You should. You're just you're a king of the board guy.
I'm just the king of the board, I guess. That's just my thing. I don't know what it is, but I mean, another 4-1 day. Insane. Miami, the only loser, can't make it up. Typical. I hate that team so much. I cannot figure out how to hit a bet on that Miami team, whether it's fading them, whether it's taking them. I lose my points. I hate that team, bro. Golly. We got EJ Willie coming in, resubbing as well. W's. I mean, Javon, you got close. So you went back-to-back with Baylor. Maybe a little bit too much Baylor Bears action there for you. You got a little too greedy. Went back to the well.
Yeah.
Get you in the butt.
Happens.
Yep. It does. Florida covered, though. You finished 3-2, up 0.69 units. That ain't so bad. We take that as
Not
well.
terrible.
We take that as well. If you guys aren't tailing these king of the board plays, I don't know what to tell you. All right. They're winners. All right. We'll keep it at that. If you're not hip, if you haven't noticed that these plays bang, can't help you. Can't help you. All right. These plays smack. All right. Especially for some reason mine. All right. So tap in. When I'm putting a king of the board play up there, chat, take fucking notice. All right. W's. Let's move. Let's groove, chat. Before I forget, I told you guys to remind me. Nobody did. That's okay. I'll remind you guys. It's Goots' birthday today. Can we get some W's going? Let's fucking go, Goots. Get your ass up here. There he is.
Chat. Thank you, chat. Appreciate it.
Let's go, Goots.
Thank
you
you.
Can.
Yep.
I want to see 1,000 happy birthdays in chat. No excuses. All right, Goots has a big day tonight. He's going to go to Hell's Kitchen at the Wharf, and he's going to absolutely muck.
W. Gordon Ramsay.
Left and right.
Yep.
All right, W's. Maybe you'll get to meet the legend.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe. He might
Probably
call me a donut.
He's got like 100 restaurants.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see. Let's go, Goots. Good shit, man. You've been killing it, running the production for Behind the Lines, running the socials, absolutely grinding. Keep doing your thing, my man. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Javon, as well. Good.
Yeah. Thank you, Javon. Happy birthday.
365, man. Unreal.
Every fucking day. We got Austin Rendies coming in, dropping a subby. 2 months. W's, a new guy. Love to see it. All right. That ain't no problem. Nerfy, season long. That's what Austin's talking about. Huh. Yeah, rumor has it there might be a season-long entry dropping soon. Somebody was teasing it.
Somebody was.
Earlier.
Yeah.
Somebody named Trent. He might be dropping his soon, chat. Ooh.
Rumored.
He might be dropping it. All right. We got Muffin Top Mobster coming in, resubbing. Crazy name, W subs. Love it. Man, Trent might be dropping that puppy, I'm assuming, because he has a Dodger in there. Guys, we've got baseball starting up at 6 a.m. Eastern on Wednesday morning, regular season games that count. If you want to put a Dodger or a Padre in your MLB season-long entry, you probably got to have that puppy locked in by tomorrow night. All right? So a little warning there. Don't let it sneak up on you.
They want the Goots PAD square and for the season longs?
Hell yeah, we want the Goots PAD square.
Ready? Right here.
Yeah.
That's it.
Bro, we were talking about this yesterday.
That's the square.
Huh. Ha-Sung Kim to hit 2 nukes in a game?
Yep.
Any sell job?
Nope, he's just doing it.
He's just fucking doing it.
He's just fucking doing it.
All right. Somebody put that on a shirt.
Yeah.
Let's go, Goots. Ha-Sung Kim, that is a weird square that's up. We were talking about it yesterday. No chance. That square goes under, right? Yeah. Why the hell is it up?
I think he did it twice last year.
Oh, God.
Which doesn't help the contrarian angle, but he just hit 2 in Seoul the other day, 2 days ago.
He did, yeah. He's a streaky guy.
He is a streaky guy.
All right.
And he's going to be leading off most likely, so more at bats.
That is true. Simple math, Goots.
Could be the
simple
difference.
Math. All right. We got Dwarf Noah coming in, dropping a 5U whale. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Let's go, Noah. Dwarf. That is my dwarf. Okay. Rumor has it he's going out to Vegas tomorrow. Let's fucking go.
Trent doesn't even
rest of the MLB season
start. He don't even know when it starts. He's chirping my square.
So not locked, man.
Yeah, the Dodgers are forcing you to lock it in early. Yes.
Yeah,
correct.
That's true.
The rest of the teams don't play until the 29th?
28th.
10 days from today.
Got a whole week.
Yep. It is what it is, Trent. If you want to put your Dodgers in there, it has to be done. All right. MLB starting during March Madness. Surely we'll get a lot of viewers. Yeah, I mean, probably not, but that's what they do every single year. I don't really know what they're supposed to do. When is the BTL season long goes? We might have to craft that puppy up tomorrow. All right. Stay posted, chats. We might have to get something out or at least start working on that puppy. We'll see if we want any Dodgers in there, maybe some fades, or maybe some Padres bats.
Maybe.
Ooh. Okay. W's, make a PP court call and push it off. Yeah, I'll just try to push the season off. I'll make a call real quick. Let's see if I can move those games back a little bit, guys. All right. W's, let's keep moving. Let's keep grooving. All right. King of the board caught a W last week. Goots, let's pick a winner. All right. Find me somebody who dropped a crab.
I have a winner, but
you have a winner.
It's not a crab, but Richie Parlay in this stuffed animal is wild.
The milk stuffed
animal. You didn't drop a crab, though.
I know. But that stuffed animal. I know. It's just a W comment there from Richie Parlay.
What is that thing,
I don't know. It's strawberry milk, I guess.
What the fuck is that thing? Get that out of there.
That's
we got to pick
crazy.
somebody who dropped a crab, though,
I
Goose.
know,
Where
I
does
know, I
that
know.
fucking thing is?
I know. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get one.
Let's see, he's got the
KC.
magic touch. All right.
Loha picks.
Goat.
Aloha Picks. He's
Right
a
there.
goat.
He's a goat.
He's an OG. He's always in here. Let's fucking go, Aloha Picks. Sure he can. Dudes,
Sure
do
he
me a
can.
favor. Hit him with a little message, a little sidebar, and say, hey, buddy, send me your email associated with your prize picks.
I
We
shall.
will get you some promo coins in that account. All right?
Beautiful.
Let's fucking go, Aloha. Thanks for believing in the Ken. How about it? Thanks for believing. Need that. I don't even know what that is. We're just going to move. We got Muffin Top Mobster dropping another subby. Him and Dwarf Noah are going head-to-head right now, dropping subs left and right. Let's fucking go, boys. Javon, any nerfies today?
Ooh. Huh. I was looking. They didn't have any totals up except for 2 games, and it was the Braves game and the Red Sox game, which Nick Pivetta, Joe Ryan with a total at 13 and a half is kind of crazy.
Huh. Seems like there's going to be some runs.
I mean, there just might be. I mean, there's lately totals have been getting lower and lower until the couple games we've seen, today, and that's the one with actual pitchers pitching. So I thought that was a little weird.
Joe Ryan up there. The first square starts up in 15. Kind of seems like it's meant to be. Huh, Javon?
Might be. That's like the only one on the board. I don't know. That's like 2 very solid pitchers, unless you want to include Harrison and Montes. It's like it's the only. Yeah, I mean, you kind of could. Frankie Montes is getting the opening day start for the Reds, so you might need it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see if his arm can stay connected to his body this season. I hope it does.
Yeah, we'll hope so. He's not on the Yankees, so maybe something changes. But I mean, that's very, very clearly like the only really good MLB full starter pitching matchup, I would say, going on today. And total of 13.
So you're telling me if I pair that with your meat on tape prize pick square today, I might be in business?
Yeah, I think you just might.
Huh. All right, I'm going to lock that in before anybody says shit. All right. Little day sweat chat, nothing crazy. All right, just to take the edge off, I will drop the link in the chat right now. It's coming fresh off the presses. All right, here it is. 2-piece hold the fry. Nick Pivetta, Joe Ryan, more than a half first inning run. And Desmond Bain, more than PRA. And we're going to talk about that here in a moment. Guys, no college basketball today, obviously. All right, we've got a couple NBA games, couple of NHL games. We're going to do our best to find you some winners for today. All right, as we get into Jen, Subbang as well, 24 months, a.k.a. 2 years, W math. Let's go to Jen. W's, let me know what you're on today in chat, my man. Love it. Love it. All right, little 2-piece chat to take the edge off. All right, little Yerfie action and a little Desmond Bain, TCU Horned Frogs legends.
Go.
All right, that could set the table for March Madness and some
literally good. That might be exactly what the kids ordered.
That could be what the doc ordered. That could be. Javon, MLB stream tonight. Are we right? Ooh, you trying to get some rips out there?
Yeah, you might have to tap in a little bit today. Maybe get some co-op down.
I told you I'd play today. I'm
in.
Okay. Who's ready for the MLB Goat? Well, chat, I know you guys are fucking stoked. I'm stoked to see who he's putting in this puppy. Is he going to put Mackenzie Gore in? He's been absolute nails. Who knows? Had 7 strikeouts in his last outing. We will see. We will see. All right. I do want people ask me, do I want Trent Tail on my plays? Do I want Trent on my Nats? I do. People get fucking so scared thinking that he has actual magical powers. I don't think he does. I'd rather sweat it out with him. I would, whether he jinxes it or not. I'd like him to take Gore, but we'll see. All right. Very curious. Over under 1.5 Dodgers in the MLB.
I feel like you can't double up Dodgers.
Now the over's plus money, but there's definitely some value on that over 1.5 Dodgers putting that go away. There's some value.
I mean, who would he even put in to double up? He's obviously going to have one of Freddie, Mookie, or Shohei, but I feel like taking 2 of those would just be painful to sweat out. I don't even think he would do that.
I hope he doesn't do it, but I know I've heard him talk about maybe even putting all 3 in there. Fuck it. Put the whole lineup in there. Put everybody in there. All right. Is Prize Picks the only app that offers season long? I mean, you could bet these on, the books, some of them, but Prize Picks does the best job of it. So make sure you guys download, use the promo codes, get your free promo if you haven't used Prize Picks yet. All right. We will be tapped in all season long. Betting Prize Picks in the MLB, definitely by far my favorite thing to take on Prize Picks MLB Squares. Not even close. We hit an absolute groove last summer. We were on fuego, making coins left and right. All right, let's replicate. Why not us? All right.
I need it.
Javon, I wanted to get pissed about this for a second here. We locked in our year fee of the day. We'll sweat that out in 10 minutes. All right, chat. I dropped the link earlier. Go find it. Wanted to talk about this for a second. The Yankees catching some steam here. Yankees now up to plus 150 to win the AL East. Is it just the other squads that the odds makers aren't believing in here? Because we're hearing injury news. We're hearing Garrett Cole out for 4 months, and now they're up to plus 150.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Yankees tax. Because, I mean, for everything that they're dealing with Garrett Cole, I mean, they still have the big Juan Soto edition. It's kind of bogging things down. So they're going to be the favorites. I mean, the Orioles and Rays are dealing with a couple injuries themselves, so it's not like they're too far behind. Obviously, Garrett Cole is a pretty big deal, but they're going to be favorites whenever they make a move like that. It just is what it is.
Okay. You're probably right. They're getting some coins bet on them. They're the Yankees, right? People are still going to bet on them whether they have Garrett Cole ready for opening day or not. All right. What are the Rays at in this graphic? If we can scroll down just a speck, if possible. Plus 500 now.
Just like we want it.
Plus 600 last time we talked about him. Plus 700, I believe, when Pete was talking about him weeks ago. Rays catching some steam too. Also, make sure you guys always line shop. Different on every book. All right. Hoping to see Snell sign this week. I mean, he's got to, right, Brian? He's got to sign this week. Right? We got the season in less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, shout out Boris.
It's got to be coming. What's he going to sign at the All-Star break? This is crazy, dudes.
I mean, he's probably going to sign. He's got to sign this week. It's just like at this point, he is. I mean, I don't want to say him because it's Boris doing the negotiations, asking for way too much money, but he's just screwed himself. Now he's going to have to be on. Yeah,
but some team will cave. They'll meet in the middle at some points. He'll get his coins.
You don't have to be in the middle, though. You just give him a prove-it deal. There's going to be no security, no guaranteed money, really anything. Or not no guaranteed money because it's the MLB, but not as much as he was asking for or wants. So he's kind of screwed.
All right. We'll see how that plays out. I'm insanely curious to see where he ends up. Maybe Houston. We've heard some Houston rumors recently. We've heard about every team. Every goddamn competitive team we've heard, potentially linked to Snell. So we'll see where the GOAT ends up. All right, after an insane season, there's going to be a team that budges eventually.
Yeah.
Boris blows. Yeah, we can all agree that Boris is the one. 100%. All right, let's move. Let's groove. All right, let's talk about some plays for today, Javon, and then we're going to go over some mid-majors as well, get the people hip to some of these teams that they might not know about. All right, but first, we got to find some winners for today. All right, before we sweat out this year fee in about, 9 minutes exactly. I'm very excited for it. All right, chat. We got to get you guys some plays. We cut down the sharp report, not 5 plays today, 3 only each because the card is moose. And I can get it started here with the Caps on the ice. All right. How about the Caps showing some heart after some trades, man? They're only like a game out of the postseason. That's what the Caps do. They linger. They, play better than they should. The games go under. They stink. They find ways to win. That's Capitals hockey. And they're playing a Calgary team who they've had pretty good success again in recent, games. They've beaten them 3 of the last 4 times. And Calgary, sure, they're coming off of 2 wins after kind of a slump. So are the Caps. And I thought it was a little bit weird that they were getting some respect on the lines and some movements from that opener down, cutting the money line down from plus 130 to 115 on most books. Pretty sharp, if I could say so myself. Why not take a stab at the Caps at plus money today on the ice for that 8:30 game on ESPN Plus?
Rare head-to-head in the NHL.
Yeah, what do you like about Calgary? Hop right to that.
Well, so this is it's such a biased play. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not going to try and act like it isn't. But for those who remember from the beginning of the season, I'm a Dustin Wolf slurper. Like he is when I watch him, and obviously there's the whole Markstrom situation looming, and he's probably going to be gone after this year. I get flashbacks as a Bolts fan to when we saw the handoff to Vasi. So I think that same thing's going to happen with Dustin Wolf. And he's a guy who's really gotten going since he's gotten a couple starts with Markstrom injured. So I think they're going to be all right tonight. I will say it's definitely a pretty sketchy game. Both of them on the slate are, so there's not incredible confidence, but with the Flames, the thing that I like about them is with Wolf and net, they play like they're not scared of anyone. And the problem with playing the Caps is everybody tries to play the Caps because they have the capability to be like a super defensive team that they're going to sit back and make you make the first mistake, and the second you do, they're going to strike. If you play like that against the Caps, you get screwed. So that's why a lot of the teams recently have been playing, a couple 2-1 games that the Caps have just had against them, because they're playing scared, they're playing conservative. The Flames are not that right now. So like with Wolf, it kind of gives them a little boost in that. So I kind of like that. Mixed up the lines a little bit too. So playing with a lot of confidence. It's a big game for like both of them for playoff seeding, but I really like the fact that the Flames, they play this one-off game and then they don't have a game till Saturday. So this is really their all or nothing game going in here for a couple days until the weekend. So that's why I like the Flames. Definitely very biased with Wolf in that because I absolutely love that guy. But yeah, it's a coin toss game, but I'm going with the Flames.
People in chat are saying he's Moose. What's up with that?
If you think he's Moose, you simply don't know puck.
Huh.
He's like the next big thing as a goalie prospect. He's just like
interesting.
This is the first time really that he's gotten a couple like consistent starts. He's been thrown in for a couple spot starts, and that's really it. But now that he is getting some starts and it's going to be his net come next season, this is his time to show why.
Total up from 5.5 to 6. Does that make you feel any type of way?
I think Calgary scores. Like, I don't think it's going to be a Dustin Wolf like shutout in this game, but like I was talking about, you can't play scared against the Caps. So like I think they're going to come out, punch him in the mouth early. Caps are going to respond, and it's going to be probably a little more offensive than you would think it is on paper between these two teams.
Krabs, what's the go-to Dunkin' order? Just black coffee. Simple, effective, no cream, no sugar, no nothing.
No peppermint.
No pep. No pep for the hot coffee at Dunkin'. I don't even think they had peppermint. If they did, I would use it. Yep.
Of course.
Save that for Starbucks. Save that for the heart attack in a cup. All right. Krabs, VT minus 5.5 tomorrow. We laying it. Dilgod, can we spend one day without thinking or talking about the Hokies, please? Please. I can't do it, man. We're going to lose that game outright. We're going to lose that game outright on our home floor to a Richmond team that wants to beat an in-state school who just cares way more. They're going to lose outright. Let's not take them. Let's fade them, to be honest with you. That way it's a win-win. Chat, who would have thunk there would be a little head-to-head action on the ice today? Caps versus Calgary. Who are you guys riding with? Are you riding with me and my my homeboys, my Caps, or Javon and his Calgary pick? Where are we dropping, chat? Who we think wins that one? We got Auto Gelato coming in hot with a resub. Give me my Book It Associate's degree. Sure he can. Okay, we got Goonie coming in, resubbing as well. Will be. Sure. Good. Javon, king of the ice. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. We will see how it plays out, Javon. Somebody's winning.
Yeah.
All right. What about Utah? Talk to me about them on the spread tonight. What do you like about Utah plus 6.5?
Yeah, so this is probably one that I can get you on board with a little bit. I really like the Jazz tonight. And part of it's like I am potentially buying a little bit of good news because I think Lauri Markkanen is probably going to end up playing, and he didn't. They just played, I think, 2 days ago. They played in Utah. Minnesota was, I think they won by 20 in that game. Similar type spread. I think maybe a couple points larger because there's no Markkanen involved. But this is another situation where, first of all, they just played, obviously didn't cover in that game. You're getting Markkanen back. I don't think he's going to be a huge factor, though, because he's going to get a Jaden McDaniels matchup. So I'm kind of putting that off to the side because Jaden McDaniels is one of the best defenders in the league. I don't really care that Markkanen's coming back, but just a really weird spot because not only did the game just happen and it didn't work out this way, but this is the front end of a back-to-back. And, the T-Wolves go to play tomorrow, going back home in Minnesota. The defending champs. They get a national television game against the Nuggets. It's like this is, I think, a pretty big look-ahead spot. And I do think, like the Jazz, with Markkanen back, it definitely changes the lineup a little bit, changes the focus, even though I think McDaniels is going to put the clamps on him, but I think there are other guys that can fill in that role. There's a lot of scoring options on the in that backcourt now, and I think guys that have been more comfortable finding their role when they've forced a lot of volume there, whether it's Keontae, whether it's Sexton, or even like John Collins lately has found just a little bit of scoring prowess. So I think this is a really good spot for the Jazz to sneak one before, their big finals, conference finals preview potentially that they're going to see against the Nuggets tomorrow.
Now, love it. Absolutely love the pitch. Love the sell job. Love the spread. I think it's a little bit short. Love the way it's moving and grooving. Looking at Lauri Markkanen. Looks like he's missed the last 6 games. He's questionable for tonight.
Yeah.
Now that's better than being, ruled out immediately, but I'm assuming he's still going to have to go through shoot around and see if he's ready to roll. He might still not play. I'm assuming by the line movements, from -7 to -6.5 for Minnesota that he will be playing, right? That line's already short, so I'd assume he's in there, and the way it's moving, it's a good sign, but we won't know until we know, right? Are you a little bit worried about Markkanen not playing? And if he doesn't play, are you out?
No, I'm in either way, but I'm going to wait to see the news because it is bouncing back and forth. Like it's been every time I look, it's 7 and it's 6 around. And it's 6.5. So like who the hell knows? But I would love to. I was hoping to get involved with some squares involving other Jazz players, and they're not up. So I think that's definitely a little indicative that they really don't know either, or nobody knows. So we'll wait until then. But I think regardless of the spot, or regardless of the market and news, I'm in because of the spot.
All right, that's fair. We got TMC 60C resubbing as well for 6 months. Love to see that. W subbies, hella subbies on this Monday afternoon. The people came in ready today, Javon.
Sure.
They're ready to roll.
Need it.
Ready to roll. All right, let me keep you in the NBA. I got a nasty under. Not typically, a play that Crabs would be taking, since the Knicks have been an under wagon. I think they've smacked 5 in a row. And we know the Knicks play defense, one of the only teams in the NBA. They get the lower totals, right? Celtics, Wolves, Kings, all to win boost.
That should be fair.
That's a good sign. All right. But I'm going to go back to the under here in this spot. Sorry, we got the total opening up at 213. It's down to 211.5 most places right now. The Knicks, sure, they've been on a crazy under stretch, but they're playing at Golden State on ESPN, primetime, nationally televised, and that total is dropping, and that total is low as heck. Anytime I see a freaking Warriors total that low and dropping, I want some action, especially when it's a game that's on TV, and I want to fade some of these squares. I was looking at them on Prize Picks. A lot of these guys pretty popular today. Podziemski, Wiggins, some of the role players on the Warriors, people are taking them. They've been balling recently. I want to fade. All right, and I chose Podziemski to fade because the one time he's played against the Knicks earlier this season, only a couple weeks ago, he got clamped up. He was 1 for 6 from 3, 0 for 6 from 3. He only made 1 bucket in the game, had 2 points, got clamped up by the Knicks. I think he gets clamped up again. I love the total moving down. That's why I'm going with Podziemski, less than 9.5 points, and I'm going with that under in the Knicks and Golden State game tonight. Love the movement. Splits are sharp, and I just don't think we're seeing points with that total as low as it is.
Yeah, hard to hit that, especially, the Knicks have been fantastic defensively with or without OG Anunoby because I think he's not playing today, but it's not something they aren't used to after the he's only been back for like a week, maybe week and a half. So hard to argue with that. They could clamp the Warriors.
They could clamp. I'm hoping. Love the way that total's moving. It's low, right? I know it's supposed to be low. I know Golden State does play a little bit of defense. I know the Knicks definitely play some defense, but with it continuously dropping, I can't resist looking at those splits. So give me no fun, no points. The last time these guys played, the game went accordingly. I think it'll be much of the same. Defensive, boring, under.
Could be in with that.
I need the Bain sell job. I already locked her in with the Yurfee, which is starting up right now, I believe, as well, Chad. So I hope you guys kill that puppy. But give me the Bain breakdown. What do we like about him?
Yeah, so a lot of these times you got to take someone against the Kings, and for a team who doesn't have many perimeter options, and he's now back in the lineup for the second game, not the first game back. I was against OKC. I want to take Desmond Bain. So, I think first of all, he's the guy that is going to absolutely spray from 3 in this game. So, the points aspect is going to be there. They didn't have just the 3s options alone, or else I would have taken that on PP. So the points are going to be there, but also there's pretty massive mismatch on the inside. I don't know if anybody has seen, I'm guessing they have because he is one of the most popular squares in Prize Picks today, what Domantas Sabonis does to the Grizzlies and in their fully healthy state at that. Obviously, you have the Jaren Jackson matchup that's always been there, but in other areas, they're obviously much weaker and injured at this point. He dominates them on the boards. And in those type of games, Desmond Bain has to get involved on the boards. I think last time he played them, he had 7 on the boards and 6 assists as well. So he'll be, just involved in a lot of different ways. So on the perimeter, the matchup is there for him to score. Rebounding, he's going to have to get involved or else Sabonis is going to have 24 rebounds again. And then he's just been the big volume facilitator guy because in reality, they have nobody else at this point to handle the ball. So this is the volume is kind of screaming like a Keontae George situation where it's going to be there in a plus matchup against another defense. But on the other side too, he has to get involved defensively on the boards or else they're going to get killed and they're going to give up 50 second chance points to the Kings. So he is also going to look like Curry. which will help. So he could get that honestly alone if he chooses to, just from points. But I want him to get involved in every aspect.
Chat saying he usually balls out against the Kings.
He is kind of a Kings killer.
Good. So what do we got going on over here? We got 2 outs already? What the hell?
2 quick outs.
2-piece already?
We need
2
a
down?
nuke.
What are we doing?
Oh, wait. The Red Sox are up first. He might be all right.
What are we doing, dudes? Man. Dude, so we already caked, brother?
I mean, I think Jarren Duran popped out on the first pitch, so that's never a good sign with a Yurfie.
No, never.
Yeah.
Fucking leadoff guy swinging at the first pitch. It's rule number 1.
Yep.
What are we doing? How's that a ball?
That is wild. What the fuck?
Hilarious ball.
Good call.
Good call.
Get on base. Although we want a meatball here thrown to Crone. That's CJ Crone up at the plate, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we do.
We might want a 2-0 tater. Come on. Give him a
that
fastball.
That ball was wrong. It's 1-1.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Sure.
Awesome. Yep, I figured they got us. Come on, CJ Crone. Hang in there, brother. Fight. Piece one up.
Call straight.
So
we got like 7 pitches coming out at once. Okay.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah,
what's going on?
2 pitches. Or they're throwing 2 balls. They're trying a new technique out.
Okay. Well, I think we've got a 2-2 count, I believe, chat. So don't be fooled by the chart. And foul ball. Battling. Fighting. Good.
Fighting.
Love it. Come on, chat. We need a fucking nuke pace. Since when is CJ Crone on the Red Sox? Like a week or 2. I think he signed like a week ago. Yep. Come on, Crony. What do you say, kid? Show some heart.
And he's out.
GG.
And he struck out swinging. Didn't even
Be
fucking
up
move back.
to Royce Bonds.
All right. So it's going to come down to the bottom of the first, chats. Nobody said it was going to be easy. All right. We're halfway there. We need some fucking legacies. Golly. All right. W. Goods, bring us back to the bottom. Man. All right. Javon, we went over our plays. All right. The slate today, nothing special, guys. Do not blow your bankrolls on slates like today. Save the coins for March Madness. Get in the lab for March Madness. Get ready for this pod we're going to release here in a couple of hours. All right. Going over everything you need for March Madness. All right. Upsets. We got bracket or, region winners, players to watch, the whole shebang. All right. We're going to go over a little bit of March Madness mid-major here talk. I want to go over some of the teams you guys might not know that much about. Don't want to go over the stuff we talked about in the pods, like some winners and some great angles. We'll save that. All right. We'll gatekeep that puppy for later this afternoon when that pod gets released. But I do want to talk about some of these mid-majors. All right. You guys are all thinking the same thing. You're sitting there. You're thinking, Krabs, Javon, spoon feed us some winners for March Madness. Spoon feed us some mid-majors that are pulling off some upsets. Why don't we cover some of these mid-majors and get you guys hip, and you can decide if you want to back some of these squads and see if you can pick out the St. Peters of this year. All right. We'll go alphabetically. We've got plenty of mid-majors to talk about. A couple we'll only hint on for, a minute or 2. But we can dive into some of these puppies, and I think we've got the perfect one to start with. I want to talk about Akron, the Zips. All right. They shouldn't even be here. The only reason they're here is because of some bullshit foul by their opponent in the conference championships that sent them to the line and ended up giving them a win. That's a team I want my fucking coins on, straight up. And they're playing a fraudulent Creighton team. And I'm pretty sure this spread was at 13 previously. So we're getting some steam down there for Akron. Love that they're minus 108 as well. I am in love with the Zips on the spread in this first round. And I wouldn't be surprised if they win a second game. What are your thoughts on Akron, Javon?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that a little bit on the pod, which you guys can listen to the full breakdown. But they're kind of the opposite of Creighton. Creighton loves to shoot. Obviously, Kalkbrenner does whatever he wants inside too, but love to shoot threes. Akron is very, very reliant on inside the arc. So, like, they're a team that's built from the inside out. Enrique Freeman, get used to the name because he's going to be going one-on-one with Kalkbrenner in the entire game. It's a sneaky, solid team. So watch out.
Yeah, Enrique Freeman, he's a beast. He's been in Akron forever. He's averaging close to 20 points a game this season. They got Ali. They got Greg Trimble. They got Sammy Hunter. I mean, these guys, they can play a little bit. And like you said, their strengths, might kind of play against Creighton's weaknesses here. If they're able to get inside and kind of bitch around Kalkbrenner, who we know is pretty soft, I wouldn't be surprised if Enrique Freeman is leading the squad to the promised land.
Ooh,
we got in play, no outs.
Good starts.
Leadoff single.
I would love an absolute nuke piece from Correa or Royce Bonds.
Carlos Santana was hitting leadoff?
Yeah.
What?
Getting him some ABs up there.
Is that 40-year-old Carlos Santana?
That is.
Okay.
In play no outs.
In play no outs.
Here we go.
Come on.
Run, Carlos.
Run.
Double.
Yeah, Carlos.
Put the ball in the gap. Man. Carlos Santana. Get those legs
singles.
cooking.
Back-to-back singies.
You know he ain't making it to third.
No,
you know he ain't making it to third. Here we go, chats. Here we go.
You got the wrong guy on second right now, but
come on.
All right. If only we could have the bases loaded for Royce.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah,
Krabs, you did this like just crushing underdogs and embarrassed yourself. Snacks, brother. If I hit every bet, I wouldn't be on here talking to you. That's for sure. And number two, Matty Betts. He's done it 2 years in a row where he's bet every single underdog for $100, I believe, and he's up over $1,000 in both years. So it actually does work if you pick all the dogs. But we've got more important stuff to talk about and look at right now, like this Yurfie that we're sweating. All right. Who's at the dish? We got Royce Bonds up.
Royce Bonds.
Come on,
Bonds.
This is your guy.
He's about to lick Platt.
This is your guy. All right. So you've had your eyes on this motherfucker all off season. You're saying he's having a breakout. Not a great start to this at bat. That's okay. That's why you get 3 strikes.
We needed the bases loaded for him. It's an auto grand slam with the bases loaded. But now we have only first and second. Could have been the difference. I should have put him clean up.
Golly, man. No Matt Wallner in the lineup either?
Yeah.
No, that could be the difference.
No Wallner.
Can't even say his name. Can't even summon the nuke.
Nope. Maybe they'll pinch hit. Matt Wallner. Pinch hit.
In the first inning. In
play outs.
No,
you've got to be. That looks like a double play.
That looks like the definition of double play.
That looks like a double play. No. Get on your horse, Royce Lewis. Try saying that.
Okay. You at least beat it out. You at least beat it out.
All right, good. First and third. Come on.
Kepler fly ball machine. Sack fly.
Move the train. All right. Station to station. How about a little sack fly? How about a little baseball? A great at bats. No home runs. No
Kepler
uppercuts.
is the little sack fly machine. I would love one of those.
Let's get your reps in here, Kepler. All right, I want to see a sack fly. Come on.
Thank God it's not up against Corbin Burns' cutter or Patrick Corbin's cutter. Thank God.
Patrick Corbin's cutter. I would love for Kepler to be facing that.
Guaranteed double play. That's what that would be. Guaranteed double play.
Hilarious.
Come on, put the ball in play, coach. How's Kepler's wheels? Has he got some speed?
He's not slow.
He's not slow. He's not. I mean, he's not Byron Buxton either.
He's not fast.
Yeah. No, he's just a big
He's not a decent speed, I'd say.
Is Nicky P rattled? People are saying Nicky P's rattled today. Chat, we will go over all the NBA games right after this. We have plenty of time today. No college basketball. All right, we will go over the NBA, I promise, after the mid-majors. All right, but first, we got to see if we get a run here. This is huge. This sets us up for the whole week. This makes or breaks the whole week. Pickoff attempts. I swear to God. Imagine. Just a double pickoff, double play out. Come on.
Piss.
Grand Canyon's beating St. Mary's. Drop some upsets in chats. I want to see who you guys think are pulling off some upsets in the first rounds. I want to see who the public squads are. Go over with McNeese. Oh, we sure as hell will. Don't you worry, my man. You guys got any mid-majors you think are making it?
How many games is Bucks going to play this year? Dude, I would love to see him play triple digits.
Whole season? Yeah, that'd be great.
At least triple digits. I would love to see. I think everybody would love to see that. Baseball would love to see that.
Oy. That was a meatball.
W. Chelly call.
Chelly, I picked Vermont last year, brother, and I ate my words. And they're worse this year. But you know what? Take your fucking dogs. Stick with them.
People aren't talking about this.
People are not talking about Oregon enough. I agree.
They're not.
I agree. We got Baumgartner-Jackson coming in, resubbing for 21 months. W's Baumgartner-Jackson. Love to see that. That's fucking heart on this Monday afternoon.
All right.
Come on, chat. Show me the money. Put the ball in play, Max. Put the ball in play, my man. Please. What do you say, kid? Here comes the pitch.
And he
I mean, that's meat.
I mean, he's fighting.
He is in trench warfare.
He's fighting. Providence wins the whole tournament. Sure, the NIT. Yes. We'll be playing against my Hokies in the championship.
Yeah, they're first round exit in the NIT too.
Mikey, if Providence and VT play in the championship, I don't even know if the brackets align like that, but if they do, we have to go. We have to go. Deal? We got to go. All right.
Is it? They still do neutral sites or that, right?
I think so.
Wow, he is fighting.
He's in trench warfare.
I think they do like home courts for the first couple rounds or whatever for the better seeds, and then they
usually do
the
final
for
four.
The final four.
Yeah, they used to do that in Madison Square Garden. I don't know if it's still there.
Providence didn't opt out. St. John's did.
Yeah, a lot of the other teams opted out. Not Providence.
Are they on the opposite sides of the bracket, Crabs?
I don't know.
Providence, VT.
Haven't done too much NIT bracketology, but
I figured
not positive. Good eye. Good eye. Don't need to be chasing that cheese in the dirt. Come on. We got a full count here, folks. Rumor has it, full count action.
Full count.
Please. Get on base, Kepler.
Is
he on? He's on.
He walked.
Yep. He walked.
We got Jeffers Bonds at dish.
Bases loaded, 1 out. We need 1 run, no double plays. That's it. Put the ball in play. Hit a sac fly, Jeffers. All right, do your job. Please.
He is definitely one that is not beating out a double play ball, though.
No, he's not.
We need this one in the air.
Put this one in the air, my man, please.
They are not on opposite sides.
Play. You know it's coming, Jay Banks.
So they got to meet in the semis.
They would meet in the semis, yeah.
I mean, I would have rather seen St. John's in than UVA, that's for sure. All those teams. All those teams.
You got to beat some teams out of your conference, though.
I want to see Sparty. Yeah, they had to put some ACC teams in there. They couldn't just put 2 in there, right? They had to put a third.
Yeah.
Michigan State getting a 9 is blasphemy. Yeah, where is your guys' heads at with the Spartans this year, chat? What are you guys thinking about Michigan State? Are they making another run? Are you guys buying the hype? Are you out on Sparty? What are we thinking?
Remember when they lost to Oral Roberts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had Michigan State to win that year. That was good.
Dude, what is Jeffers seen up at the dish?
Jeffers ain't locked, man.
What is he seeing up there? He is hacking. Oh, man. Bases cocked, 1 out, chat. We're sweating out the Yerfie. We need a run like we need air. We need a run like we need air. Okay. Ball, great eye.
WI.
Great eye. Way to not reach. Love that. Mississippi State wins by double digits, Colin says. Wow. Sparty to the Sweet 16. They have a great path. Yeah, FAU at 8 is horrendous too. Yeah, they're kind of fraudulent, though. UConn just built different. I know they are. It's tough to beat a team or tough to win a natty twice in a row, though. Northwestern beats FAU by 10+. Oh, God.
Boo-booey.
Boo-booey season.
Goat.
Come on, Jeffers. What do you say, kid? What do you say? Come on.
It's the longest spring training first inning of all time.
This has to be the longest at bat in the history of at bats. This one and the last one with Kepler. Yep. Come on, Jeffers. What do you say, kid?
Kyle Farmer.
Grab Pine, Jeffers. You're not ready for the season. You're a bench guy. Shit. Now it's going to come down to Kyle Farmer, dude. Are you kidding me? He's batting $167 in the spring.
Kyle Farmer's rat
meat.
He's batting $167 in the spring, chat. There's no way he gets a base knock. There's no way he gets on base. Might as well call it cake.
Rats.
Reeve, we might run one tonight, brother. We might run one tonight. Hoove, keep that for tomorrow. Keep that for tomorrow, Hoove. We're going to talk some squares. All right? Farmer Grand Slam. Get ready to go in the bin, brother. Get ready to go in the bin.
I would love for him to make me eat these words. Would love nothing more.
Come on.
But he's been rat meat.
He's so bad, dude. We might as well call this cake. Do we even need to sweat it?
Go beat Kels.
Might as well hang it up.
New Mexico's winning a couple rounds. I know. If I see one more person saying New Mexico's winning the whole thing now, I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah,
it's just cake.
think everybody's on them. They might lose in the first round now.
Yeah, maybe GG.
Come on, what do you say, Kyle Farmer? You got to prove yourself, brother. You can't be lacking. In play outs.
Oh, no.
GG. Kyle
We were
Farmer's
there. We were there.
We were so at table. So at table.
That stings.
That's pass.
That stings. Are you kidding me?
Hooked.
Bases cocked. 1 out. Nothing.
Hooked.
Chalk. Absolute chalk. All right. Let's hop back over to the mid-majors. All right. We just gassed up Akron. Javon, you're all in on that spread against Creighton?
Yep.
Good. So am I. Let's talk about Colgate real quick. Colgate, a team that's literally in this tournament every fucking year. They got in, by the skin of their teeth this season. I mean, it has not been super easy. They've got Braden Smith who can play a little bit, but besides him, this team is rat meat. I don't think it's Colgate's year one bit. If anything, I honestly think the Baylor Bears hand it to them and even cover the spreads.
Yeah, I'll say this though. I'm interested to see what Baylor does defensively against Colgate, because Colgate can shoot and they got a lot of veteran guys there. And the reason why Baylor's been so good end of the season is because they break out that zone and it works a lot more, obviously, against teams you can't shoot than can. So wouldn't be surprised if this is like a first half that's a little close. But yeah, I'm a big Baylor fan for this tournament, obviously. So I don't think it's Colgate's year, as good as they usually are.
No, not their year. This is one of the worst Colgate teams I've watched. Besides Braden Smith, they got nothing. All right. And Baylor will be able to eliminate him from this game. And once they do, it's going to be tough sledding for the Colgate toothpaste boys. All right.
Yep.
Baylor, lay it. I'll be on the spread. All right. What about Long Beach? Actually, sorry, I don't want to skip a couple. We got Duquesne to talk about. What about Duquesne, Javon? And I don't know if you've heard the news, but their coach just announced he's about to hang them up after this tourney, which is great. Shout out Keith. He's been there for a minute, right? They finally get back to the dance this year, and he's saying he's going to hang them up. People forget this is LeBron James' high school coach, right? And you're going to see him and his team, I think, rally around him. I'm liking Duquesne in the first rounds. I'm liking Duquesne to maybe get to the second rounds and get a win. I would not be surprised if this defense continues to perform at the highest level and shocks the world. Great way to go out. All right. Coach finally going to the NCAA tournament once again. I wouldn't be shocked if Duquesne shows some serious heart for coach and keeps that game incredibly close and maybe pulls off an upset. Straight up.
Yeah. Wouldn't be
shocked
shocked
too.
too.
Spread real quick. Let's take a peep at that spread. I want to see what that number's at right now. +9 against BYU. What are we thinking about that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Pretty torn in this game. It's a great basketball matchup. Really good defense, really good 3-point defense against the team who shoots nothing but threes. And it's pretty much hell to take BYU in any tournament setting because of how variable their offense is. So can't really fault anybody for going with the dog when they're playing BYU. So I hate it.
I'm with you. Line down a little bit to +9 as well. I'll back Day Grant and Jimmy Clark to do enough to keep that within the number. Give me Duquesne on the spread.
Yeah.
All right. Good. What about FAU this year? Have they used up all their magic, Javon? I know we talked about it briefly yesterday. We talked about it more on the pod if you guys want more of a breakdown. But what are your thoughts on the this FAU team this season, Javon?
I think they're all right. They're a little too – I mean, I think they definitely have been a bit overrated. And it's hard to kind of replicate what they did last season. So it's really like they're kind of set up to be overrated. But – I don't know. That defense is not enough of a reliable force for me to trust them in many matchups, especially not when you have Boo Booey on the other side. So I'll be keeping an eye on that line. It's probably not one that I'm super, super convinced on just yet, I guess, with a little bit of the move here, but we'll be keeping an eye for sure.
Yeah, Northwestern opened up a short favorite. Did they not?
They did, I think.
Pretty sure they did when we were talking about it yesterday. That's why we liked them against FAU. And now we turn around and see FAU laying 2.5. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I hate that because I wanted to lay Northwestern when nobody wants to bet them, and now we got to reevaluate. Interesting. Personally, I'd be surprised if this FAU team makes another run. Now, I will say they got into a much better conference this year, and it shows. They struggled a little bit more during the regular season, had a couple more losses, still got here though. That's all that matters. I'm not buying this FAU team though. If they make a run 2 years in a row, I will eat my words. I will charge it to the game, but I wouldn't be shocked if they lose in this first round. I wouldn't be shocked. All right, not in on FAU this season. What about the Grand Canyon Lopes? Are you in on the Lopes, Javon? Very physical team, right? You know, they got Ty and Grant Foster, who's played at D1 schools before, had some crazy heart conditions, had to take off for a year or two. The dude's old as shit. He's big as shit. He's physical. He's tough. He's a scorer. He averages 20 points a game. The dude's got, serious potential NBA, moves. I would see this kid in the summer league. He will get an invite. He's legit. They've got Ray Harrison, who's pretty fucking good as well. They got Gabe. They got Colin. This team's got Javon Blackshear, who's a glue guy who's back now, who played down the stretch, which is huge for them, the senior who can run that point coming off the bench. This team's got depth. This team's got physicality, all right? And, yeah, Javon Blackshear, how can we not root for that guy? Give me a break. Although it's spelled differently, but actually, no, it's spelled the same.
No,
sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. But I like this team. I like this Lope squads. They were on fire about halfway through the season. They kind of cooled off. Nobody cared. Nobody talked about them. And now they're matched up with a St. Mary's team that down the stretch did not play great. Where's your head at with the Lopes, Javon? Do we think they potentially pull off an upset against St. Mary's?
Yeah, it's definitely possible. And the thing is, like GCU, I mean, not many teams are like going to be as slow as St. Mary's. So it's always like a try and get them out of their element type thing. Grand Canyon can do it probably better than a lot of teams. And they get to the free throw line a lot, which is, I don't know, every time I watch St. Mary's, it feels like if any good slashing guard is going up against them, I see Saxon in foul trouble in 2 seconds. So, like, if that's the case, they're getting to the free throw line as they have all season, and they were in the WAC tournament. It's kind of a disaster for St. Mary's, and it won't be like they're going to have to generate great half-court offense to make it happen. So, definitely wouldn't be shocked to see some Lopes legacies. I know Goots loves to hear that.
Lopes, fade St. Mary's, grab the points. Sure. Why not? What about Long Beach State? Javon, you want to give the people a rundown about what's going on with this team right now?
Yeah, I mean, coach situation, another one of those weird ones where they told the coach he's going to be fired before the conference tournament, and they fucked around and won it. So crazy situation there, but I think they can score with Arizona. So that's probably one of my favorites out of like the super big dogs in this. They have a couple of guys that I really like. Marcus Sahonis, great guard, get to know him. Abubakar Traore, really both the Traores that are on that team, physical enough, I think, to hang with Balo on the inside. So they're a sneaky fun team. So that's going to be a fun game, as you can see by the 161.5 total. I don't think that's just an Arizona tax. It's going to be an interesting one. I think they can keep it closer than some people realize.
Yeah, Marcus Deshonis, right? Like you were talking about, this kid can play.
Yeah,
this kid's a hooper.
It's a dog.
He's a hooper. Senior year, we'll see what he can do. Came over from Washington. I think he was at VCU at one point as well. Don't sleep on this kid. All right, a lot of these mid-majors, they've got a guy or two transferred in from a Power 5 school. They can play. They've been there before. All right, don't be surprised if Long Beach State hangs around and keeps that within the number. All right?
Yeah.
Great story for Coach, too, going out on top. Similar to Duquesne.
Insane story.
Yep. All right, let's keep moving to grooving. What about McNeese, Javon? How are we feeling about the McNeese draw? How are we feeling about the McNeese team? This has been your wagon all season. You hand-selected them before the year, and now they're going to March Madness. They're dancing. Where's your head at with these boys?
Yeah, feel great. I was hoping they'd get a team that has pretty shit perimeter defense, and they got that playing against the Zags. Really good three-point shooting team, one of the best in the country, going up against one of the worst perimeter defenses in the tournament. So can't be mad at that. They are a little undersized, but I don't think they'll have too much problem with EK and Greg and Watson on the inside.
Whoa. Fire alarm? That was crazy. You good over there?
Hey.
Is it still going, Javon?
They're doing like
Yep. They're doing some tests over there, folks. We're going to keep rolling. We're going to keep moving. I'm going to tell you guys about Morehead State.
McNeese outright. Shit's hit.
Yeah. McNeese outright. Don't got to worry about it. You guys already know we've talked about McNeese enough. Okay. Let me tell you guys about Morehead State and why I think they're going to pull off potentially an upset in the first round, or at least hang around and cover. This Morehead State team, they're solid. And they've drawn an Illinois squad that's coming off of a conference championship. They're going to be coming in fat, happy, and complacent, matched up against Morehead State, who nobody's afraid to play. But this team's got a stud in Riley Minix. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes off, carries this Morehead State offense, and they keep this one within the number. And I love fading teams coming off of conference championships in the first round of March Madness. Those teams typically get caught sleeping a little bit. So I'll back this Morehead State squad that played great down the stretch. They've got plenty of talent, and they've got a legitimate scorer in Riley Minix, who averages 21 points a game. Trent.
What's up, Krabs?
What's up, Beast? How we doing?
I'm excited for this week.
Yeah? You got any teams in mind? Any mid-major darlings?
Definitely going to be listening to you guys a lot this weekend. But I like where your head's at with McNeese. Also, Morehead State's probably a good look, too. I'm so pumped.
It's going to be insane. All right, we're going to be fucking melting into those couches watching college basketball games until our eyeballs hurt.
Yeah.
All right, because that's what March Madness is all about. It really is. Just coming together and just watching games until your eyeballs hurt. We're so close. 3 days away. All right, we're flying out Wednesday, guys. We'll be at the Fontainebleau in Vegas. If anybody's going out there, join us. Come up, say hi. All right, we'll be there at the watch party at the Fontainebleau. All right, guys.
Hotel's really nice. I'll give it the thumbs up.
So excited, dude.
I don't know. I didn't see where we're going to be watching them, but the sports book was nice.
Okay. Well, that's all we need. Sports book and a place to lie your head.
Yeah.
That's all we fucking need.
Nice.
Was it big? They got some space in there?
Yeah. I don't know where. I think it's in like a ballroom or something where we're going to be watching, but the sports book is indeed nice.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Because we're going to be using that place heavily. All right.
I'd say it's a healthy mix of the Red Rock and Circa.
Huh.
Yeah.
I can get down with that vibe.
I'd say it's not quite as nice. It's not quite as nice as the Red Rock, but it has that feel of being really nice compared to the others on the Strip. But it also has the same vibe of like chiller sports type vibe for like Circa does. It's chill.
Well, I got to ask you, Trent. I know it's been a couple of days. You probably don't even want to talk about it, but you were playing poker against Austin Eckler. How the fuck was that? That's
good.
Sick.
He's a homie. I was trying to get some questions out of him. I asked him what he's most excited about going into Washington. You know, he said, honestly, I have no idea. I'm excited for a change of scenery. And I chirped him about the goat whale, which was funny. He asked
Did you
me,
remember that clip? Could you tell if did you remember that clip at all from a couple of years ago when people like spammed his chat and were like, he's like, what the fuck's a goat whale?
He knows that we raid him when he's live. He remembers that. But he was like, so have I ever cost you any coin? And I was like,
where do I start?
I was like, you personally, not any memorable times. The Chargers, however, absolutely.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The Jen saying the place is very nice. Apparently they're losing millions a month.
Yeah, no, they
an investigation. What the?
Yeah, they're struggling, and it is pretty far off the Strip, which definitely is an issue. Like, why would you go there if you're not staying there? But
yeah, they're trying to replicate the Wynn, which is like impossible because they're down there at the ends.
Yeah,
it's like people stay at the Wynn, they don't fucking leave that place for the entire week because it's so fucking nice. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting, but I've seen it be kind of empty, at least on the feeds. But we'll be taking that place over and bringing the energy. I'm not worried about it.
If you follow Vegas Pauly C on TikTok, he literally shits on this guy.
Yeah,
or shits on
I've seen that guy.
Yeah, Vegas.
He's gotten like thrown out of there before. I remember. Yeah, that guy's voice is crazy, dude. Vegas Pauly C. Go eat at Mother Wolf, bro. I was looking. You got to pay like $100 just to get a resi down, dude. I don't know if I'm about that life. I don't know. Chats, we will be at Blue Buckets. All right. I think the first 3 days we'll probably be there. So if you guys are going to Vegas,
is your girl coming?
Yeah.
Yes.
She'll be there.
She'll
be there. She likes watching CBB. Probably not, all day, every day for 4 days straight, but she can watch. She'll be rooting for UNC, which stinks. But
while we wait for Javon, I'm really stressing. Really stressing. Before we go to Vegas, all I'm thinking about is the MLB Goat whale. I got to place it by tomorrow. I'm trying to get it done today, but by tomorrow. I'm married to two of them, 100%. Bobby Witt hits. Freddie Freeman hits.
Okay.
Those are in there 1,000%. I've come to terms with Freddie hits instead of RBIs. Shout out Phils. But I got to decide between some options. Ellie Steals is an option. Scooble K's is an option.
Those great squares.
Devers Gags, Jordan Gags, Vladdy something. Those are what I'm.
The first two, and I like Vladdy. If I had to guess,
You like the
first two you were saying, and then Vladdy. Yeah, I think Vladdy bounces back. I think Scooball is going to be a fucking monster, and I think Ellie gets his steals. He's gotten bumped up.
Mm-hmm. They both got bumped up.
Good. You'd be taking Scooball strikeouts, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the dude's a fucking maniac.
Chat, there's literally no other pitchers I'm willing to go to grave with. There's none except for Hunter Green, maybe, but I can't do Yoshi, dude. I got one Dodger in there. I can't go two.
You see, Mackenzie Gore got 7 Ks in 4 innings yesterday.
Did he?
He has been nails, Trent.
And that was one of my options. I just don't know if I have it in me to do it.
I don't blame you. It takes some serious cojones to lock in a nat for that and have to root for that all year.
It does.
I'm with you.
Oh yes, Chaco. That meme was hilarious that you sent me. It was literally Yoshi at Nobu. But yeah, that's what I'm dealing with right now. Scooble gets to play the Twins a lot. All you need to know. The Twins strike out a lot. Yeah, they do. They do?
Yeah, they do.
They stink.
I know Phil's has a max on Scooble.
Dude.
I got to take a Phil's nug.
I mean, yeah, dude. You got to ride with Phil's if he's going all in.
He's the only pitcher I'm willing to go to the grave with. And Javon,
any other guys he should be looking at? Any other pitchers?
I mean, probably none he's going to take. There's a lot of guys out there, but like I think as much as I love Ellie, I just feel like that's a terrible idea to be forcing somebody you already hate betting on the goal.
But it's not that I hate betting on him. It's just he's so easy to chirp, and I do it all
Trent's
the time.
he's got high expectations for Ellie. He does.
Yeah.
You know, he wants to see him shine. That's all it is.
Fair.
But if you're saying it's green,
it's green.
I got to
what about
take
Cole Reagans?
Yeah, that's the other pitcher I was going to bring up, but he already has a Royal. That's the problem.
Exactly. That Reagan's fucking Green and Scooby Snacks are like the 3 pitchers that I'm bought in on.
Well,
but I can't take.
What are you doing tonight? Because I know we could. I mean, I'd be more than happy to.
Yeah.
You guys would too. We can hop on a sweats and we can help kind of like craft and navigate and maybe even play some MLB The Shows and get the vibes going there. Yeah, we could do like a little, almost like PBWC, hop on and go over some of these other squares.
Yeah.
Super down.
We'll be running.
All right. We got to get this puppy locked in tomorrow. You're right. If you're putting a Dodger in there, got to lock it in by tomorrow.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Get back to CBB.
Yeah. We'll hop back in. All right. So we can craft up some MLB Goat wall squares later tonight on sweats. All right. I'll be around. Javon will be around. The people are begging for an MLB sweat stream. All right. Might have to give it to them. We'll see if they've earned it, though. I don't know if they have yet. They're getting close. We got Oxymoron guy coming in, dropping a subby. Let's go, Oxymoron guy. W's.
Must like the tempo. Must like the tempo
today. Likes the tempo today. He does. He knows I'm busting his balls. That's my guy, Oxymoron. He can chirp me. I don't give a hoot. He's a goat. McNeese, we've already talked about. We're going to cut through some of these, Javon, and just talk about a couple of the teams we see potentially breaking through. I want to talk about St. Peter's really quick and Corey Washington. Guys, this kid is legit. He could be starting on almost every Power 5 school. He'd be the Hokies' best player right now, right this second. Corey Washington is a legitimate scorer on the inside and the outs, and I think Tennessee is going to get exposed a little bit. Josiah James, a lot of these guys stepping up after they lost their big bruiser in the paint last year down low. This Tennessee team really has not impressed me much in the paint. They could be using a guy like DJ Burns right now, who originally committed there, and people are all talking about that right now. All those pictures are going viral of him in a Tennessee uni. They blew it. They really need a big guy presence. And against this very physical St. Pete's team that likes to, foul, they like to play hard. So, they keep their opponents to less than 65 points in the majority of games. This is a great matchup for St. Peter's, in my opinion. And you've got Ziegler playing against Ziegler, 2 brothers playing against each other, which I love. I think that evens up the playing field a little bit. I love St. Peter's on the spreads. I think this Peacocks team has a little bit more magic left in them. I wouldn't be surprised if this game is weirdly close.
Could kind of see it. I don't know that I'm fully there with you yet, but
Okay.
I get the matchup.
All right. Are there any other teams, any other mid-majors who are looking at you funny, who have a guy you want to shout out, who have an opportunity for an upset, or just a cool team, or even a team you think stinks and flops? Any other squads?
I guess we've gone through the day one games for the most part. You could take a look at some of the Friday games. I mean, I feel like even though everybody knows damn well what's good with the Lobos, I feel like you got to give a little bit of your spiel. So you've been on that team.
Yeah, I mean, I'm almost getting worried at this point with the Lobos. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not saying I'm hopping off. I'm not saying I'm fading them and taking Clemson. But this Lobos team, I mean, they did everything they had to do down the stretch. It was extremely impressive, in my opinion, right? I mean, they've got talent at every position, plenty of depth. This New Mexico team is stacked. The problem is they're not very disciplined. They played very disciplined down the stretch. That's why they just won the Mountain West tournament in an insane fashion against a wagon San Diego State. But this team, I mean, they have to play perfect. They have to play disciplined, and they're coming off of a conference championship feeling like they're kings, right? Now they got to play against a Clemson team that's been underwhelming, underperformed all season. It's starting to sketch me out a little bit. Now they do have a great matchup, and they've got great talents in guys like Donovan Dent, who run the points. That kid is going to be a star in 2 years. He'll be the best point guard in college basketball. He's only a sophomore. You've got Jamal Mashburn Jr. You've got Jalen House Jr. These guys are, sons of former NBA stars, right? These kids have all the talent in the world, but are they going to be disciplined enough to beat this, boring Clemson team? I hope so, and it's a great sign they're favorites, but I have yet to hear or see a Clemson ticket. I'm getting sketched. And let's not forget about the guys they have down low. New Mexico's got plenty of big bodies too. A couple transfers came in as well. Like, they've got depth in every position.
Yeah, I'm muting and unmuting because I'm hoping the alarm doesn't go off again. But I'm getting a little worried too, but I will never or will not end up being off of New Mexico, no questions asked, only because Chase Hunter and Joe Girard are traffic cones. So, like, Clemson's only hope of winning this game is to make both of those guys jump shooters, which means they're going to have to defend them really, really well. I don't trust them to do that. They haven't done that all season. They haven't done that their entire career when they're there at Clemson. It's been on the crutch of other guys, or in Girard's case at Syracuse, the zone and or other defenders there. So both those guys, they ain't guarding Mashburn, they ain't guarding Dent, they ain't guarding House. So that's why, as much as we've seen New Mexico, getting a little concerned because the tournament, and I'll love to see anybody that public, but I'm all go. Don't really care.
All right. We stick with the Lobos, at least to get through the first round there. I mean, they've got the talent to win the whole tournament. They could if they wanted. They could if they played slow and disciplined and didn't have turnovers. The team is one of the most talented rosters in the country. Let's see if they can keep putting it together and keep playing disciplined basketball. It's been insanely fun to watch the Lobos down the stretch. My goodness. They are awesome. They're awesome. All right. A couple other points for Mont. This is a great chat from Alan. Not surprised one bit. All right. Of course, Alan's coming in with that heat. Loves Duke. I do too. Great matchup for them. When they play slow, they succeed. And Vermont is a snail. Vermont's a team I had targeted last year that had a lot more shooters. This year, not so much. They don't have Penn as well running that point. I'm out on Vermont this year. I think they get absolutely obliterated. Absolutely destroyed by Duke in that game. I don't. Yale shouldn't have beat dogshit Brown. Yeah, Yale's got an interesting, guy down there in the paint as well. They've got a really good big man. Do we think Yale keeps it close in their matchup? They shouldn't be here either, Javon. They barely snuck in with the buzzer beater.
Yeah, I definitely don't like Yale in that game.
Okay.
Because a lot of it's going to come down to Danny Wolf, who
they
play really well, and Danny Wolf does when they're playing against smaller teams that they can kind of bully around in there. Have fun with Auburn. It's not even like I'm just riding the wave of, their conference tournament high, whatever it is. They are going to get after those guards. They're going to be physical. They're just going to make that game a dogfight and a hell for, Wolf and everybody else too. It's kind of a tough matchup for Yale.
Yes, I agree. That Charleston spread, that's not good. I think Bama destroys them.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. Not at all.
I think Bama absolutely destroys them. Unless Rain Smith is hitting 9 threes again in a game, I mean, he's literally going to have to hit 9 to keep him in this game.
Even if he does that, it might not matter.
Yeah, it might not be enough because they're going to be following up again with, back-to-back threes from Bama. So.
Yeah, I mean, Bama's putting up 120 in that game.
Is that total still on the rise?
Yeah, a little bit. I guess it's kind of
174
plateauing now. 174. I mean, that's just not that it doesn't make sense with those two teams, but it's just crazy to see that in a tournament game.
Agreed. My Charleston wagon, I wish you the best of luck, but it's not looking like you have a chance. Gonna be honest with you. Opened up 168. Yeah, that game's going over. And mainly because of Bama. I'm telling you guys, Alabama is going to come out firing in this tournament. They're going to shock everybody. I mean, they've got to be one of the most embarrassed squads in the Power 5 after how they finished the season. Do not sleep on Nate Oates' squad, the best offense in the Ken Pom era. Don't be shocked if they make a little bit of a run here. All right, if they can just outscore all their opponents, they don't got to play defense. But that one game they have where they don't shoot threes and they're airballing shit and they look like moose, that's the game they're going to eventually lose. But maybe they can go on a New Mexico type run and just string together 6 games in a row. They're great. We'll see.
Yeah, could see it.
We'll see. Another team that could lose in the first round or win the whole thing. Right? All right. I don't love Western Kentucky this year. I don't love Stetson this year. Chat, any other mid-majors that you guys are eyeing? One team we haven't talked about too much yet. I mean, obviously we like JMU. We don't even really need to go over them. We obviously like JMU, the Dukes. They're insane. But Oakland, any thoughts on Oakland before we move to the NBA board?
Yeah, I mean, it's another one of those games where, I mean, it's very obvious, like over type game. My concern with that is I think Oakland can score with Kentucky. I just don't think they're going to outscore Kentucky like in one of those games. Like, I don't think they have the guns to do that. I don't think they have the rebounding to do that either against Kentucky, which that's kind of what you need to keep a game close. So, like, I wouldn't be surprised if this game is close for a while and maybe like Kentucky pulls away. Maybe it hangs around the number, what it is, but another super fun game to watch. I'm not like too in on Oakland this year, though, as maybe we've seen like a year or so ago when they've had really good teams.
Yeah, G-Unit making JMU a favorite against Wisconsin is pretty crazy. I do think those teams are way more even than that spread depicts. It's still, wagging Wisconsin against, JMU squad that most people haven't heard of, but I'll be taking the points. All right, I'll be taking the points. Can we only submit one bracket? Yes, one bracket. All right, we'll drop the link in here one more time. W idea, W chat before we get to the NBA board, but let's go ahead and head over there. I want to see if Javon's got any other plays in the association before we move. All right, Javon, any of these plays on you besides the Jazz on the spreads? We already went over that puppy. Any other games? Yep. How about your Heat?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the Heat. I mean, I guess the squares may seem to don't hate that under. These two teams, usually I wouldn't take this because they've been under machines, the both of them, in the last, couple of months. And I guess the Sixers really since they've been without Embiid. But it's a good matchup just for like teams across the court, both these teams across the court, because the Heat don't want to see a team with a lot of size that's going to bully them. And the Sixers obviously are not that. You want an athletic wing to kind of guard Jimmy, and he's going to be back, I believe. You have that. It's just like I don't see much going on, except there's a weird square that is on the prize picks board that I probably would like to take more than anything in this game. See Terry Rozier threes on the board.
Oh, God. Put it in reverse, Terry.
Put it in reverse. So, I mean, I've kind of sworn myself off of taking like volume-driven things in games that I'm involved the Sixers because they've been under machines, especially in a game where I like it against another under machine. But, I mean, he has been horrendous from three. Horrendous. And it's been in, frankly, a lot better matchups than this one. So the fact that this is up today is really weird. I mean, he's coming off of those 4 games that are red on the chart. The last 4, he is a combined 1 for 17. And he's getting a 1.5-3 square against an under machine, one of the better defenses in the league right now. And the part that I guess does make a little bit of sense, I think the matchups are fantastic all across the court. The one hole that I guess you could say is probably with Terry Rozier. So maybe the volume's there a little more than it is in the past couple games. He's having a lot of 3 and 4 attempt performances from 3. I guess last time out against the Pistons, he shot a little more. Last 2 games against the Pistons, but I don't know. That square is definitely looking at me funny today.
Well, man, I just locked it in with your Bain PRA and with my Pozemski, less than 9.5 points. Little 3 pace. Terry Rozier, more than 1.5 3-pointers made. Weird square. Desmond Bain more than PRA, Javon square. Podziemski, fade, less than 9.5 points, my square. That's a 3-piece I can get behind.
It's a 3-piece little Meg. Mini Meg.
I'll drop the link in the chat. All right, let's get some redemption for that shitty Yurfie I gave out.
D-Bane is a max.
Yeah. Mega max. I fucking hope so, man. I got to see one go through the hoop here. Have to see one go through the hoop on Prize Picks. Come on. We got to hit one. And we're going to craft up an A team and a B team too today, chat. No excuses. No CBB, no problem. We're crafting them up. All right? We're going to get them out there. Javon, any other guys you were looking at fades potentially on Golden State? I was between, Kuminga, Wiggins, and Podziemski. Any of those other guys? Maybe a little understack in a game with that low of a total?
See, I so would have said Steph before the OG Anunoby news because they kind of utilize him like, I don't know, like kind of with the Raptors and how they used Scotty Barnes, like ironically, like they're going to force Steph to get the ball out of his hands, but now he's out. So that kind of puts a wrench in things. Not that I still don't think, Steph isn't going to get clamped to some degree. It's just I really would have loved if that was the case. So, I don't know if
that hurts the under too. Damn it.
It does kind of hurt the under, but at the same time, like their offense, even though OG is coming off of a dog shit shooting game where I think everybody in the world was on him, and I even put him in entry because like the look from a lot of these people on Twitter, he sucked, but he does help their offense quite a bit. Kuminga.
Max picks, trust me, I've seen it plenty.
Holy
okay,
shit.
And I've seen the square plenty of times. The problem with fading the square, Pax picks, is that it doesn't fucking hit when you fade it. Kuminga doesn't care what's sharp or what's not, and he's burned me a couple times this season. He's just him. He's just the better player out there than Wiggins, in my opinion, right now. I don't know really what to take, to be honest with you. I was thinking about fading it, but every time I do, Javon, I just lose my coins. Thoughts on Kuminga tonight?
Huh. I mean, the Knicks make a lot of shit tough. The Knicks make a lot of shit tough at the rim. It's like I wouldn't be shocked.
Just say the words.
I'm not going to talk you off of it. I'll say that.
All right. We got a couple follows coming in. Those pink tacos, Chris Breezy, love that. All right, stay a while, guys. We got a squad ride coming up here in 1 moment. If you guys can go subscribe to the YouTube page, it takes 3 seconds. It's free. All right, we'll drop the link to that YouTube site in the chat once again. Help me out, get us to 5K subbies. All right, and I'm going to do a 24-hour stream. We're running out of time here, chat. Do your part. All right, we'll drop the YouTube link right now. Go subscribe. We've got a podcast dropping later today, going over March Madness. All right, stay posted. Should be out in a couple hours. All right, go ahead and look at Vucevic stocks. Don't mind if I do, Adam. And then we're going to do the squad rods. Let's take a peep at it. 1.5 blocks and steals. And that's the reddest chart of all time. That's the reddest chart of all time.
Ooh.
Thoughts on Vooch getting some blocks and steals tonight?
I mean, I can't say I can pretty confidently cap blocks and steals for teams that I don't know off the top of my head, except for like the Mavs, I guess, are in there. But yeah, I can tell you about his matchup against the Blazers for stocks.
You got no problem with the chart, though, huh?
Fat Girls Nugget.
Kuminga was green that last game, 18.5. Even more green now, bumped to 17.5. He's going to be in Hart's prison. All right, I'm in. That's all it took, Fat Girls Inc. I will fade Kuminga today for the people. All right? Awesome. Javon, it's about that time. Dudes, let's see that damn train. Run that puppy. All right, today's slate is moose. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It is what it is. That doesn't mean, Javon, we can't find one fucking winner for the people. Just one. We're not asking for 5. We're not asking for 10. One.
Just need one.
What do we think? What do we love?
It's got to start with the Kings. That's the only play that I like really love on the board, I would say.
The Kings?
Yeah. Or not the Kings. Jazz.
Jazz.
The
Jazz. Worked. I'm in on the Jazz. Plus 6.5. Okay, good. Love that. What about, I guess we can cancel out that Caps game since we're on opposite sides. Are you good with the under in the Golden State game, or are you completely sketched off now with that Anunoby news?
No, I mean, that definitely probably hurts the defense quite a bit, but it hurts the offense a little bit too. So I'm good with that. Sticking with your read there.
All right. Knicks and Warriors under 211.5 chats. All right. Might be a three-piece day. Might be a three-piece type day today, Javon, because there's just not that many options, brother.
Yeah, it's not too much there. Not too much.
We've got to come together, and we need to find one more play that we like for today, my man. One more play. Is it Miami?
Could be the Heat.
Spread down from 5 to 2. What is up with that?
I think that probably has to do with Jimmy.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm not in love with the Heat, because it's his first game back.
What about the Pacers laying 6.5? I'm assuming the Cavs have guys out too, though. I'm looking right now.
I think Donovan Mitchell was out still.
Yeah, he's out.
Right? Yeah.
He's out.
It's kind of weird. I think I know it's the Pacers involved, but that total kind of sitting in the relative same place and not budging, that kind of looks odd to me for a team without D. Mitchell. It's like I would not be surprised if that's just another over. The Pacers, like, as much as you think they're super high scoring and they play like that, they've been under machines lately. So I would not be shocked if we see
that game goes over.
Yeah, kind of the one you don't think is going to go over because it's a matchup against a really good defense.
I'm down to take that. Another one of your nasty little overs with people out in the NBA.
Yeah.
Okay.
The difference.
Let's put that puppy in there. Cleveland, Indiana. Over 225.
Yep.
Let's run with these 3 plays. That's all we got. Keep it simple. All right. Quality over quantity. Chat 3 plays, 3 winners for the squad ride vote. You've got 2 minutes to lock these puppies in. All right. Get your fucking best bet. Get your vote. Keep your blinders on. Pick the winning square. Click the winning button, if you will. All right. Do me a favor. Hurry up. Go, go, go. If you're watching on YouTube, come over to the Twitch. All right. We've got a fucking vote. Squad ride poll. We need your guys' picks. All right. Click the right button, as I always say. Hurry up. We got 3 plays, 3 winners. Jazz on the spreads. We've got the under in the Warriors game and the over in the Pacers game. Hurry up. Go, 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 go. Hurry up. Show heart. Lock those fucking picks in, chat. All right. We don't have much today. All right. But we may do. It is what it is. The games today stink. No CBB for the first time since Nam, right? Literally first time there's been no CBB games in months today.
Yeah.
It feels weird.
It's been weird. So
feels
it's crazy.
weird.
Crazy to look at the slate and see no Ball Sack States on board.
Sucks. Absolutely sucks. Jack, get those votes in. I bet. Get those votes in and stick around for the Surge stream as well, chat. All right. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. We're not ending this stream. We're passing off the baton to Trent. You're going to go up, give him a pick, give him a sell job, maybe win some Prize Picks promo if you have the best sell job of the day. Or maybe you just, rise your name up there on the leaderboards. Get up there towards the top seed. I don't know, but give him some winning plays. He needs some hockey angles. He needs some NBA plays. He needs some Prize Pick squares. So stick around and give Trent some winners on this Monday afternoon. All right? Looks like the Jazz are pulling away a little bit here. We've got about 30 seconds. And there it goes.
Easy.
Well, Javon, you did your job today. Honestly, you navigated it pretty well. I will say. Pretty well.
Shit.
Beep. That's literally my Blue Book accounts when I log in all my March Madness bets. Alerts. You're betting all your money. Stop. We got the Jazz plus 6.5. Let's go. Come on. That's what I wanted to win. We take that. We move. All right. We got Remy Lowe dropping a subby. Excuse me. We got Dwarf Noah dropping a 5U whale 5 minutes ago as well. The vibes are up on this Monday. Stick around. We got the Surge stream right after this. And do not forget about the March Madness podcast dropping later today. Lock the fuck in. Hit the play button for me when it releases in a couple hours, will you? All right. We've got work to do. And stick around for the Surge stream. Give Trent some winners on this glorious Monday afternoon. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. We'll be seeing. Peace.